Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome to another live stream. Thursday nights, and we're actually playing Oxygen Unincluded for the second time this week, because we're going to try something a little bit different today. Last time we were working on the colony that we had that was in the Helicona map. However, there's a new challenge that came out that the Klei Entertainment Group did on their live stream last Thursday. And it's this little colony that they built out, or a map rather, that is a colony that's stuck inside of netronium cubes. You have 9 of them that have some resources contained inside them. And each of the cubes are only joined by these vacuum tubes in order for you to get around. And the idea is you have to try and build a colony that survives within this set of 9 cubes and work with the limited amount of resources you have and see how long you can last out and make something relatively sustainable. So I thought this seemed like kind of a fun challenge. I thought it'd be fun to jump in here and try this out. So second stream this week of Oxygen Included. I do love the game, so it doesn't hurt me any. I hope you enjoy it as well. Welcome to everyone who's here already in the chat. A whole bunch of you are here early, as always. So thanks so much for that. I love the fact that there's so many people that show up to chat ahead of time. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I haven't tried the challenge at all yet. This is my very first attempt at it. So things are probably going to be just a little bit tricky in terms of trying to figure out how we can make everything within the colony work the way that it needs to work. I'm going to rename the duplicants that are in here. And actually, I'm going to use 3 of our sponsors who are in the chat tonight. James, I know you said in the chat that you've actually never been a duplicant, which surprises me. So we're going to make you one of the duplicants in our little horror fest of a colony here. Now, I don't know how long this is going to last. We might have to make a couple attempts at this. This first one is going to be just like flat out, I don't know, experimentation, because there's kind of a lot to pay attention to. So, as you can see, inside the vacuum tubes, they do have gas piping already set up, so you can move gases from one of the cubes to an adjacent cube. But the piping that's in here there's only enough for gas to flow in one direction. So we have to pay attention to how we move oxygen around, how we move around or deal with waste gases like carbon dioxide. We have to move water across, so there's some liquid piping in here as well. So they have both gas piping and liquid piping. It's going to be interesting. I'm really curious to see how this turns out. I think we're going to die really fast. And I hope you don't mind, because we might actually have to go and try it all over again. But yeah, so the first 3 duplicates I brought in tonight are going to be sponsors. Thank you so much, everyone who sponsors the channel. And then I think as we go forward, if I bring in some more duplicants, we'll pick some people more randomly within the chat the way we typically do. And we'll try and break things out a little bit that way. I'm going to set this on slow speed for now, because I got to figure out what we need to do. So the nice thing with these tubes is you can pass over them. We can't build where they're located because they take up space themselves, but they don't stop you from moving past them. So, I mean, our first priority, I guess, is going to be to gather some resources and make some space that we can try to work with, the same as we do in pretty much any other time we're playing. Hold on, let me cancel this out. Try to get this at least relatively uniform. So this middle spot here, I'm thinking we'll probably make this for like living quarters sort of area. Over here we have lots of algae and slime. I haven't checked the germ overlay. Oh yeah, there is germs in here. Well, that'd be fantastic. So we have to deal with germs too. So we'll have wastewater germs we have to deal with. So food poisoning. Oh, there's a whole bunch up there too. Man, germs all over the place in here. Oh no, I was kind of hoping some of this would be free of germs, but we have slime lung germs all over the place in here. I think it might have been the way that they set up the map when they originally built it, because, man, we even have slime lung germs down here in the water. Now, they don't survive in water, so they should die off relatively quickly down here. They also don't survive in oxygen, so they should die off anywhere that we have oxygen going to. These cubes up here, I can't tell what's up here. It looks like it might just be open space. There's obviously some oxalate up there producing oxygen. Same thing over here. To start off with, we can only get access to 4 or 5 of the cubes. The starting one in the middle, the upper one, the lower one, and the 2 on the right. I really don't need these guys to run on the treadmill too much, but I think they're building up charge for the little tube shooter sendy thing that blasts them through the tube. You can relocate the tubes. Yeah, a little bit. So what I've seen from people who've done screenshots of this challenge already, and I've tried to avoid watching any videos because I don't want to see how other people are trying to solve it. But I did see some people that actually broke away the tubes and then built outside of the space that's given to them. And I think that kind of defeats the purpose of the challenge. So we're going to try and keep it all contained. Malicious One, $5. First time catching a stream. Stoked after catching up on the previous VODs. Great content and new favorite game. Thanks, Malicious One. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for the super chat. All right. Yeah, so space. The same as on any other normal game that we would play in this. Okay, this thing needs to be lowered in priority. I don't want them to do the treadmill running if I have other tasks for them to do. So that's 2 of them. Where'd the third one go? Oh, there they are. They're running around charging up all the batteries because they're just not charged up yet. So hopefully, if we get them digging away at stuff at a higher priority than running on the treadmill, they'll be more inclined to want to do it. Unless they're just going to keep running on the treadmill anyway. Uh-oh. Yeah, we might need a net med bay relatively soon. I think they unlocked all the research for us, too, hopefully. There's a lot of stuff in here that's already researched. Some stuff, not so much. Okay, so we might need to do a little bit of research, too. Plumbing. Actually, no, this might be... You know what? They're probably unlocked, but we just don't have the resources to make them yet, so that's okay. I need this guy to get off this treadmill. Get off of here. All right. Well, let's speed things up a little bit, because they're going to run on the treadmill and charge that junk up, even though I don't really want them to. I even lower the priority. They're not digging. This is going to be interesting, the Red Dragon. Hopefully it'll be fun. Happy that you won't build outside. Feels like cheating to me. Yeah, I thought so, too. I mean, if you could break out of here, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the challenge. So I'm going to try and do it all inside here. Now, I don't think our colony is going to survive too long, but there's a few things we want right away. I mean, we're going to want access to water. So in our plumbing section, we're going to need a pitcher pump down here so we can get bottled water as we need it. There is a steam geyser down here, so I'm curious to see if this water is going to keep rising up. Or, like, do we have to build a topper on this in some way to keep it contained? I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to need bathrooms as soon as possible also because, you know, let's face it. When a duplicant's got to go, a duplicant's got to go. So we'll probably have to maybe cut in over here. I think I'll put the bathrooms down here. We already have germs in this space, so if we can put a ladder over here. I'm not going to get too many duplicants initially because I just don't know that we're going to be able to deal with it all. We'll go like that. Let's do... I can't do compost because they don't have raw minerals. Can we do wash basin? We can. All right, so we'll stick a wash basin here too, so when they go to the bathroom, we can at least get them to clean their hands, and we'll try to get control of the germs that way. We need to dig all this junk out. And we're going to need a little space in here. I'm curious to see how long this oxalite's going to last. Hopefully it'll last for a little while, because oxygen might be a bit of a challenge. Build a barrier around the water floor. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I might want to, but I just want to see what's going to happen here first. If the water level is actually going to rise up. If it does start to rise up, then I'll try to contain it. I think when there's a certain amount of... I think when the steam guys are submerged, I don't know if it pumps out more water. I don't know how that works exactly. We're going to have to wait and see. Normally, I try to funnel the water away from the geyser, but this time I'm going to try and keep that thing buried, I guess. Okay, so we have a little bit of room here. Let's do, I don't know, we'll do some flooring up here, I guess. How many tiles is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I do my floor here... Yeah, that's what I'll do. We'll throw our floor in here. And that should give me room to build, like, bedrooms up here. I think I'll do the same thing on this side. We'll try and give them some living quarters relatively soon. I don't want them to get too stressed. I mean, we don't have a huge opportunity for medical type stuff in here. So we'll try to make this... Oh, yeah, we're going to need more resources already. Come on, duplicants. Why does it not make any sound effects? There's something wrong with the sound in here. That one's working. This one's not. It's like, live epically. You're like the super silent running man. I don't understand how you're accomplishing that, but you've got it down. He's running on the silent treadmill. The only one the duplicants can use at night and not bother their other friends. There's even some plastic sitting here. There's 1,000 kilograms of plastic, so we do have the ability to make more tubes, which we'll probably need in order to branch off into those other cubes, and we're not going to go there right away because we got to kind of figure stuff out. Geyser Cube's the hot box where the party's at. Yeah, no kidding, right? We should put like a little beach setup out here, give them like some relaxation chairs and stuff. All right, let's you know what? Let's dig this out here before we build in it. They don't really seem terribly inclined to want to go and build my floors for me, so let's dig this out first. No, why are you running away? These guys, all right, they're prioritizing the bathroom. All right, that's probably a good thing. We can only last maybe a cycle or two before they're going to want to pee all over the floor, and that's going to be a big mess if they manage it. So, you know what? I probably should just let them do that as a priority. Let's do that first. Get to the bathroom. I'm going to prioritize this at an 8 because it's going to be really important for them not to pee everywhere, I think. When you ninja too hard. Fox, notice 3 seeds are accessible. You might want to check them out. 3 seeds are accessible? How do you mean? You mean like 3 world seeds, or are you talking like 3 plant seeds in here somewhere? Whole challenge is trying to get the dupes to skip leg day. Yeah. All right, we almost got a bathroom. Let's make this direction left. Where'd they go? Oh, they're going to eat. I get it. How much food have we got? We have almost 16,000 kilocalories. That's not a bad start. Will this be on YouTube when it's finished? Absolutely. I usually take all my streams and just post them up to YouTube so people later can watch them if they like. Honestly, I think it's okay to call it outside the box because there are things out there. Well, maybe, but I don't think that's the intent. I mean, that kind of... If you had, like, unlimited space and you could just head out and find whatever resources you wanted outside of it, I feel like that kind of eliminates the challenge a little bit. Or maybe it doesn't eliminate it, but it does reduce the challenge a bit. We're probably going to want a compost thing here. But I don't really have room for deodorizer. And the compost is going to take up the whole works. Whatever. It's probably better than having a bunch of junk sitting on the floor. I think down at the bottom here is where we'll put storage. Because with these pipes here, we're going to have relatively limited space to work with there anyway. Alright, let's build some ladders up. Now, the nice thing is they can jump over top of these plastic tubes also. So if we go this route... Actually, they won't be able to reach those, probably. This might be interesting. We might... So once they dig a little space here, I can put another ladder, and that should give them the opportunity to jump across and reach, hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see. Stick a ladder here. Like that. It seems oddly like rodent cages with the connected tubes. I know, right? It's like rats in a maze kind of thing. I'm going to put this on hold for now. Just reject them all. I don't want any duplicates. I'm not going to turn it off because I still want the opportunity to take one when I want one, but we have pretty limited space and resources, and I don't really want a whole bunch of duplicants sucking in extra oxygen right away. Don't mean to be off topic. When are you going to stream Fortnite next? I'm streaming tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I just haven't scheduled it up on the channel yet. Okay, we have it opening. Let's, no, I don't have enough tile. These guys have material sitting on the ground, but they're not actually counting it. That's very strange. I need more ladders. Give me more raw resources here. I can even go over here and dig stuff. So out here we have dirt. There's sandstone. We have sand. Maybe I'll send somebody over here to do a little digging. See how our germs are looking. Airborne germs are declining. Not as fast as I would like them to, which means... Well, I mean, the concentration's not that high, actually. So our duplicates probably won't get sick off of it, which is good. Because, you know, we don't have any way to actually... Oh, I see what you mean. Some sort of protection for the... Yeah. If they do happen to pee, it probably would be a really good idea not to let them pee in the water. So this... Man, when I break this, it's going to fall down to the bottom. All right, deconstruct that. I'm going to move this over, the pitcher pump over, because it doesn't stop water from flowing through this floor. So if a duplicant has an accident up here, it will flow down through this tube at the bottom, fall into the space where the water is, and pollute everything. So it'd be a really good idea to put a little lip on the floor. Try to keep it contained if we can. And then we'll rebuild the bottle emptier, which I don't have access to minerals for because I dropped them in the water. No. All right. That's right. Definitely need water protection from pee in the water. Germs might really be a big challenge in this particular challenge map, whatever. Gotta dig all this out if we can. You know, we have ladders here. I might as well just tell them to dig this whole thing. Why hold off? Let's get as much as we can. Yeah, we're gonna try and get beds. I want to keep their stress under control, so we don't have to worry about that. And sleeping on the floor is not going to do good things. I wonder why this space here is just open. I guess maybe it's just like opportunity to expand your colony out somewhere else, maybe. I guess that could be it. Hi, Cryptic. Questions. Are you a furry? No, Logan, I am definitely not a furry. I just happen to pick a fox character as my, as my avatar. That's it. It's funny how often that comes up. One, two, three, four, right there. I figure this will give me room for 4 duplicants, so we can maybe take in another one soon. dig all this out. Get as much of the resources built up as we can. And we'll throw in some storage. We've got the necessities taken care of. They already have food. They have oxygen. They have a place to go pee. That's the bare minimum stuff. Anything beyond that isn't as a luxury. 3 seeds are at the bottom of your resource list at the top right. Oh, the 3 seeds. What have we got? Mealwood seeds. 3 of them. Nice. So we can plant mealwood, which is good. It's nice that they give us that. So I'm thinking we'll probably make, I don't know, maybe this one over here into our fancy garden. Made a mess. Why are you peeing on the floor? Oh. All right. This isn't built yet. Fabulous. There's going to be germs in the water already. All right, so here's the issue. These tubes need to be charged up in order for someone to take a ride. So our duplicants that are hanging out here in the middle, they can't get to the toilet to go to the bathroom because this little tube sender thing isn't charged up. I guess it pretty much is a necessity of doing that. All right, let's make sure that we have the batteries charged at 100% before somebody gets off of this thing. And maybe this middle one I should make a higher priority. This down here, we're going to prioritize to... Whoops. No, wait. I misclicked. We'll make this just like a 5, 6, 5. Whatever, make it a 5. I'm indecisive today. I can't help it. But let's set this for 9. It's not going to matter because nobody can rush down there fast enough to do it. If they can mop up this mess before it gets too bad, it may not overflow into our water. It doesn't look like it did. Okay, they bottled it quick enough. We're lucky. There's some germs on the floor, but it could be much, much worse. Much, much, much worse. Let's make sure we have enough ladders so we don't trap anybody at the bottom. I'll go like so. Nice. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that now. That's relatively protected. Set batteries to 10% is good. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. They just have to have enough to send it. I mean, how much? I don't know how much of a charge this gate takes to send something. Well, it stores the charge itself. Yeah, you know what? I probably don't even need to set. I could just go 50%. As long as they're charging it, I mean, it's probably fine. Just want to say I don't want to be any part of any discussion that's not part of the chat. Okay, James. That's random, but thanks. Relatively protected. Well, it is. I mean, theoretically, if they peed enough, they could make it overflow, but that would take an awful lot of pee. So here's hoping they don't pee that much. Slime lung will be lonely in the water without food poisoning. Oh, I know, right? That poor slime lung. It's going to go away. The germs are dying off. It's actually a relatively high concentration in here. I'm surprised. When they did this with, wow, 30,000 down there. When they did this with debug mode, this must have been like a swamp biome area. So they just like overprinted on top of an area that already had germs, maybe. The station saves charge for 4 trips. Yeah. Well, once it's charged up anyway, I guess. Still doesn't hurt to have the little battery thing. What's the temperature like in here? Ooh, it's not even... The temperature's not even that nice. Ooh, it's cold outside. All right, what have we got out here? We've got breathable oxygen, polluted oxygen, ooh, chlorine, carbon dioxide. We got a good mix of stuff out here. It's nice and cold outside the colony. Not that matters too much, because I don't know how much neutronium actually passes heat. I don't think it does at all. Do I have a favorite game? I would say probably this. I tend to really enjoy Oxygen Not Included. I enjoy the challenge of it and like the creativity part of it. The fact that every time I play it, it's different. So, yeah, I would pick probably this. Okay, let's get some furniture in here so our duplicates can stop sleeping on the floor. Throw, you know what? I'll give them like a 1 cot on each corner maybe kind of thing, like this. We'll revisit how many duplicates we'll bring in a bit, but we'll bring in a 4th one soon. Although our food is at a relatively low position, so maybe I should hold off until I get something planted that way. I need to get some seeds growing in here. The space under here is too small to grow plants, so I should consider what I'm going to put there. I could extend the tile here, the tube here out, and go down here, but I don't have any need for the gases just yet. We'll get that after. This one looks like it's again just an empty cube. It's full of oxygen. Fairly decent concentration of it, but I don't see anything else in there. This is a cool game. I enjoy it. Volume of gases outside the box is measured in micrograms, so the temperature is moot. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, it is. It's almost a vacuum. Almost a vacuum. We have good pressure in here, though. Oh, actually, this oxalate, it's running out. It's not going to last a whole lot longer. So it's not going to be too far until we have to actually start to produce oxygen. And we have to be concerned about CO2 in here also. So we got little pockets of CO2 starting to form at the bottom here. So at some point we're going to need a scrubber. Let's get in here. We'll do our little pitcher pump so we can make sure we keep our water supply going. Whatever, we'll stick it there. We need a ladder on this side because I think we're going to take a water pump and we'll stick it down in the water. What's the temperature here? 28 or 26.8. That's actually not bad for water coming out of a geyser. You'd think it would be hotter. But it could be the geyser's drowned right now, so it's not really producing heat. But it's all contaminated. What do you mean? This reminds you of an ant colony? It's kind of neat. I love the little tubes that they have to shoot through to get to the different areas. There is slime. Yeah, there's slime over here. I'm trying not to cut into it too much, but we're going to end up doing it. Slime will let us plant. That's if we can find mushrooms. I don't think they gave us any mushrooms. Hold on a second here. Cooking ingredients. What have we got? Nothing that way. Edible. Just nutrient bars. We do have a little bit of plastics, cultivatable soil. No, it's no biggie. Algae, etc. All right, so we don't have any mushrooms. That's a shame. It would have been handy. You would not drink that? Well, here's the thing. When you're stuck inside of a bunch of 9 little netronium cubes, you're going to drink whatever's available, I think. You start to become a little less picky. You know what I'm saying? You can tell on the original bottom of the back wall. That's right, yeah. Yeah, so here's, this was the core area. Swamp biome. Cold biome. Looks like a lot of cold biome. Weird. Man, they're actually taking their time digging. They keep charging up the stuff, and maybe I should set this lower for the battery. Why am I not just typing it? Because I'm lame, that's why. I don't like to do things fast. I mean, you can cure slime lung by dying. Well, I guess if you want to call it a cure, it's kind of like a cure. I don't know. Maybe. I wonder if there's hatches in here. I don't see any. Actually, I don't even see any cracks. Which means our seeds are relatively limited, obviously. Once we plant them, we get them growing. We can probably get some seeds off the plants, which is okay. Lots of metal up here. I kind of want to make this part over here our farm, but these guys are digging really slow. When this thing turns on next, I'm going to bring in another duplicant. And in the meantime, I probably should make a micro musher. Otherwise, we're going to run out of food. I prefer not to do this because it's going to directly use resources. However, I think we're going to be relatively tight for food for the first little bit. Once we get some meal lice growing, I'd like to stop using this if we can. Even if they're just eating the raw meal lice, that's probably better than a scenario where we're using up both dirt and water. Central Alberta is minus 30. Feels like minus 35 to 40. Wow, we actually had crazy weather here today. It got up to like 15 degrees Celsius here, which is like almost 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It's crazy. Last week it was like 35 degrees below zero, and today 15 degrees above. Just ridiculous. Good old Ontario weather. Two priorities, food and power, because your dupes are spending their time generating power. Yeah, well, that's in part what the batteries are for, right? Like, you want the batteries to be available for that kind of stuff. Let's bring in a duplicant. Make myself a glutton for punishment. Who wants to join this little science experiment and see if you can be one of the rats that survive our little maze? I know there's a few people that were interested, so I'm going to give you guys a second, because I've been playing my games on low latency, but I've been finding that the game's buffering too much, or the stream's buffering too much, so I'm trying to just go back to the normal version and see if that helps with the buffering. But who wants to join? I don't know how long the delay is between what I'm doing and what you hear, but... Dun, dun, dun. The Red Dragon, you're already in there. I see Nami wants to be a dupe. All right, Nami, you can be a dupe. So we're not going to pick bottomless stomach because we have limited food already. Gastrophobia. They won't cook, and they're going to fall asleep randomly, but they're germ resistant. They have a lot of good stats. I'm thinking probably this bodybuilder is the way we're going to go. So welcome to the colony, Nami. We'll bring you in here. And then we're going to leave this now. So that'll just be the 4 we're going to work with for the moment. And imagine, yeah, of course we got a food shortage because our kilocalories are lower than the number of people we have in there in terms of like by the 1,000. Sorry, Caroline. I might try to grab you for another duplicate a little bit later. Snag this one before I saw you shout out. It is really cool. So it was actually, I think it was Jarrett at Klei that put up the challenge, and he was, I don't know if you guys watched the Klei streams at all, but he was challenging Jambell to this little challenge, and it looked like a lot of fun. They posted it up on the forums. Actually, you know what? I should use a little bit of copper maybe and do some airflow tiles here. And because I want airflow tiles, I'm gonna deconstruct these, because I think if you just build over top of them, you don't get the materials back. But if I deconstruct them, I will. Probably kind of important. Hi everybody, first time making it to a stream. Welcome, Summer Azure. By the way, Cryptic, it's not just Ontario weather; it's miserable in Quebec too. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess it's maybe the kind of the whole East Coast thing. We got just a really funny slipstream this time around. Okay, you guys sleeping and stuff. The whole nighttime sleeping. Who wants to go to sleep? They want to build. There will be more opportunities. I'll try to bring in more duplicants, but initially I'm going to stay with the 4 I have for now until we can kind of stabilize a little bit. Once we get better food production, possibly some oxygen production going on, because I don't have any more going on here in the middle. We're going to run. The oxygen is definitely going to go down in the central area. I do have oxygen still going there, so that's good. This poor duplicant's getting clean the hard way. It's funny. They like taking a shower, and they like getting clean that way. They just don't like it when you dunk them in water, even if the water's warm. They're awfully picky, these duplicants. All right. I'm mostly just prepping this water pump because we don't need it just yet, but we will need it for sure at some point. Temperature management's going to become pretty important here, too. I wonder what way I want to try to pump my gases. Maybe I could put like a gas pump in here and try to send it into a space like this. No, I want this. If I'm going to send the CO2 somewhere, I want to send it somewhere where it's one of the bottom cubes. So I'm thinking maybe this one. We'll try to use this as like our CO2 reclamation space, which would mean I can only send gases from the center part out, and then this one, and then anything up down through here. It's going to take a little experimenting. It's going to be a bit much. Hi, Fox. Nice to catch you once. It's a bit late, or early in Europe. 4:28 a.m. Wow, that is early. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do tend to stream late at night Eastern time, which tends to be like the middle of the night for those of you who are in the UK. Just because that's how that's what I can do it. My family and work priorities take precedence, and then I stream when I get the chance, which tends to be late at night. But welcome back, VG Fanatic. Okay. These guys are still running on it. Why are they running so much? Oh, I see. Nice. So they're charging up the battery. They're using the... Okay. You know what? This needs to go. Let's set this charge lower. 20%. I need them to prioritize digging stuff for me instead of running on these treadmills for little tube shooter thingies that they don't really need. This one's already charged up. Why are you... Let's slow this down. I think they're just wasting their time now. There. Better. Now they're getting to work. Dupe's going on a no-food diet. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to need... Okay. Get some airflow tile under here. We're going to need some power, so we'll throw a little wire in here. We should prioritize that, because I don't want them to starve to death before we get a chance to build it all. Still says no power. There must be... What am I missing here? They didn't get like that last little wire connection or something there. What's going on here? Oh, there's no charge in the battery. How about that? Keeps tapping out. All right. I do have to set this charge higher. This we want to set to make mush bars. We'll do that continuously, because we're going to need it. Mid-morning for you, so it's a great time. Well, you must be either in, like, Australia, possibly, or maybe East Asia kind of area? The hamster's in a tiny world. Pretty much. Pretty much. Red alert, red alert. All hands on your battle stations. Yeah. It's not that serious. We're out of food, but they're not going to die just yet. Why am I not going to... Now I need to prioritize this again. Come on. Well, that was short-lived. He ran on it just enough to get a charge so he could head off to the bathroom. Way to go, James. Team player right there. Ran just enough to get himself to go to the John. Yeah, I know you guys are starving. We got to get food here fast. This needs to be prioritized. It is prioritized. I have it prioritized so highly, and nobody's using it. This thing's sucking all the power. That's not good. It's kind of like last in line for the power priority. I wonder if I should set that thing on its own power. How long have we got? How long will they last when they're starving? Their health's still all full. They do have some calories, so they're not completely toast. They're burning through the calories, but they do have some left. So, do I have time? You know what? I really shouldn't chance this. I'm gonna let's build another manual generator. We'll build this at high priority, and we'll throw some wire in here again. Build this at high priority. Come on, duplicants. Go build me stuff. I feel like this is a waste, because it's all metal that I'm using up here. We have pretty limited resources, but if they're dead, then, you know, it's no such thing as waste. Now, I'm not sure what happens when they get down to 0 kilocalories. I think they drop dead instantly. That would be kind of bad. Oh, sure. Now, I don't even need it, because we got everything charged up. Wasted my resources. Good job, Cat Cryptic. Box of Klei to the bottom right. Is that a geyser? I'm not sure. We'll have to go take a look. It might be. It could be that they just filled it up with, Oh, come on. No, stop going for... Okay. I guess they probably need that to make more food. Yeah, that's what it was. Man, that little trip back and forth, that's going to be a real pain. I kind of want to pump some water up here so they don't have to go so far. Maybe I should do that. Maybe we should make like a little water reservoir up here. Save the duplicants having to use the energy from this constantly by building just a very small little water tank in here. Like so. And then we'll connect our little water pump thing in here. Like that. And we'll send it over here. You know, we can actually go right through the wall. That's fine. Like this. Oh, you know what? Actually, this might need to be just a tiny bit bigger because I think the pitcher pump is going to take up extra space. So we'll go like this. Like that. We'll need a little liquid vent. Like so. And then throw a little pitcher pump on here. Maybe I should put this on the other side. Or plumbing. Okay, this way, and it took a little bit more resources to do this, but this way our duplicants who are making the food in the main area aren't going to have to go down here for water constantly. We are going to need power, though, so we'll stretch some power off of this to our pump. Like that. Okay, so if they can build that out, we'll have water in the main area, and that will give them a lot of, actually, save a lot of power, too. Time and power, because they won't have to go into different cubes to get the water they need to make stuff. That'll be good. Wouldn't it be easier to put the musher in the water room? Yeah. Theoretically, except then they need dirt. So the musher's going to need either dirt or water. There's no dirt in the water cube, so they'd still have to go through the tube back and forth all the time. So I think the easiest thing to do is to try to get both water and dirt into the same place. And I think this is maybe going to be the easiest way to do that. I mean, I don't want to be using the musher for that long anyway. I'd like to get some stuff growing over in the garden area maybe, and that would help a lot. They still go down there for food. What you talking about? Oh, we have some nasty stuff in here. Oh, right, the bottle of polluted water. That's right. I don't have a place to empty that. Okay, this is getting a little stinky over here, so we probably should try to build a little air freshener. Let's take this out. Do a little deodorizer here. Try to keep that polluted oxygen from building up. And plus, it'll create a little more oxygen in the space for us, too, because it'll convert some of the stinkiness. I want to do storage containers, so we have a place to put things. Who died? And why did they die? The red dragon! No! Why did you die? You starved to death. Okay. Yep. That happened right there. All right, that's a really good start to things. All right, we've got, well, you know, it was a very short-lived time in the colony, but I did warn you that lifespans in this colony may not be very long until I get a chance to play around with it and see how stuff works. Now, I've got this prioritize really high. I'm surprised they're not using it more. I need a battery in here. I think that's going to be an opportunity. Let's do another tiny battery like right next to this thing so we can charge that up. Because as long as they're not running on this thing, it seems like we're tapping it out really fast. Here comes the death. What am I going to do with the body? I have nowhere to bury people. That's going to do bad things for their stress, too. You know what? I wonder if we can do a burial at sea. Okay. This is going to be a little... This might be a little bit awkward, but I'm going to build a platform in here. And then... is it in medicine now? Yeah. Tasteful Memorial. We'll stick a Tasteful Memorial right here. And then once we get the Taste Memorial built, we'll break the floor underneath it and break the memorial, and we'll just dump the bones in the water. Sorry, the Red Dragon. It's not maybe the most efficient use of your space, but we'll see what happens. That's 40,000 kilocalories of dupe. Yeah, pretty much. If we could carve them up and have a little snack. Snacks. The funny thing is everyone else got something to eat, but that duplicant, not so much. The Red Dragon decided... death was preferable to eating mush bars, I think. I think it was their choice. I'm going to feel confident saying it was probably their choice and not our fault. Or something. I don't know. Let's try to make living conditions in here a little better. Can you eat corpses in OD? No, you can't. There used to be a cycle you could go through where you were technically eating the duplicant, where you like drop the body into clean water and it pollutes the water, and then you use the polluted water to grow crops, and then you eat the crops. But that's not really, that doesn't really work anymore. Make a graveyard cube for only the dead dupes. Just fill the whole thing up with gravestones. I'm gonna hold off on bringing another duplicant in because clearly I'm not at a point where we can do that just yet. Poor little duplicant. He barely had time to live. Got some storage. Feel a little bad about that. That was really fast. Mad skills. They're spending so much time running here. I need to... You know what? I probably shouldn't even do this battery. Let's cancel this. I'm going to do a big battery instead. Feel like that's the better way to go. Big battery will hold more charge. Where can I put this thing? I don't really want to put it in the bedroom. Nobody wants to sleep next to a giant surging battery. At least I don't think they do. Maybe I'll stick a little battery spot over here. What kind of a gap have I got here? That's 4 high. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can't really do my normal heights of things in here. I guess it doesn't really matter for the little battery floor, though. We'll just do just enough space so we can put some batteries in here. It's gonna make things a little toasty in here, though. See whether they'll even get a chance to charge up this much battery, and whether we run out of metal materials. How do you find challenges? I didn't even think to look on the menu screen. So this wasn't in the game. They built it. Klei built it for one of their streams last week, last Thursday, and then they posted a link for the save game on the Klei forums. And then you just like download the save file and put it in your save file folder, and then you can access it when you go to load a game. And apparently they're going to do some more of these. And actually, they did another one tonight, but it was one that just a random player had made and then submitted to them, and they thought it was really cool, so they went and checked that out. So I'm kind of looking forward to see what else they come up with. This is a neat idea. I really like this. The game itself, I mean, all the new things they add into it is cool because you can keep trying out new stuff, but it's kind of cool having something that's a little different than the normal kind of survival sort of thing, so that's kind of cool. Hey, Kazi, welcome to the stream. Think I'll have to restart? I probably will. This colony's not going to survive. It's sort of a question of how long things will go. They're just leaving. Oh, the red dragon. I'm so sorry. Your body's just being left in the bathroom for now. Soon the morbs are going to come. That might actually be a good thing. If we have a body there, if we let the morbs build up, the deodorizer can clean the air, the polluted air that the morbs create. Maybe we could get some benefit out of a body laying in the bathroom. Just saying. No air. Yeah, there definitely isn't. They're all gonna die. They're all gonna die. It's all over, folks. This is gonna be oops. This is gonna be like the shortest lived colony I've ever had. Nope. Yeah. Like so. Go to power. We're gonna need this. Priority 9. Alright, power overlay. There we go. Somebody please go build. Build fast. Stop running around to the bathroom. Just go build. They've got air over here, so they can still technically run away to other places to get air. So they might not be dead. They're just not going to survive so well in this area. Oxygen farming versus death. That's right. It's not a serial. I'm not really so much a serial killer. It's more like a serial manslaughterist kind of thing. This stuff needs to get built. I need to store up power because I'm just not. Everything's getting sucked up right away. These gates consume a lot of power. 40 kilojoules. That's a lot of power. Like, honestly, it stores up 40 kilojoules. These little treadmill things. It takes a lot to power these things up. Did you just waste a charge? I hope not. Come on, guys. We need air. We're getting tiny little spurts out of this thing. That's not going to cut it. Oh, you know what? I should just build algae terrarium. But if I do that, they're going to have to go back and forth for water because I haven't pumped water in this space yet. What's the deal with these? They get poor to core, but like 2 of them anyway. See what happens. He duped the dupes into suffocation chamber with barely any food. That's right. Like I said, they can still run out of here. They're not necessarily that trapped because they have power. They can take the tubes to go off to places that have oxygen. Trouble is they're starving. And there's an almost finished mush bar just hanging out right there, just dangling. All right, they're not gonna die instantly. That's good. Gate should have its own system. Yeah, it used to be originally. It would charge itself, so you gave it time, and it would build up 3 charges, and then it would kind of go again. But now you actually have to power it and build up the charges, which in some ways can be okay. If you have tons of power, then it makes it easy, right? You never really have to deal with it. In this instance, maybe not so great. Okay, this larger battery is helping. It's taking on some charge, and then giving it up. It's gonna take a bit for these things to charge up, but hopefully we get there. Could put you on permanent hamster wheel duty. You don't mind? Yeah, we might have to. Might have to. I mean, we're really all right, but that actually gave us a pretty good surge in oxygen there. Reborn as a morb, like a xenomorph. That's why he died. That's right. I don't know when the morbs are gonna come along. I don't know exactly how long it takes, but poor little guy. Ooh, got a couple of them starving now. Vitals. Nobody's eating. Live Epically is gonna die if we don't get them food. This needs to be like top priority. Somebody make food, please. Okay, Live Epically. Instead of like running yourself to death on the treadmill, how about you don't run on the treadmill? Let's take your job and take you off the treadmill. There should be the thing for power here. I just can't. Oh, there it is. We actually got good rating though. Take you off of power. You go up and make some food. And since you're the one making it, you'll eat it right away. And hopefully you'll do that before you fall over dead. And then have to feast on your own corpse, which would just be, you know, weird and impossible. Zombies. This will be the zombies. The zombie colony. Oh, good lord. Nami took the food. Are you kidding me? Okay, look. There we go. Finally. Nami, you thief. You weren't going to die. Live Epically was on the verge of death. Nami stole the food. That feels really bad to me. New sponsor. Welcome, Moon's Eternity. Thanks, Moon's Eternity. Thanks for sponsoring the channel. I appreciate that. And welcome. Welcome to the exclusive club. I think there's like 27 of you. Just like move to if you won't get someone off the hamster mills. I guess, but for now, I'm okay with limiting how many people are running on them. These batteries are not cutting it. I need someone who's on the hamster wheels like 24/7. Either that or we need to start producing different power. They haven't even built this thing yet. I need more duplicants, but with our food situation, I can't really afford to bring more in. They'll just end up dead. Unreachable food, 3. Starvation again. Would you stop painting? Honestly, priority. Priorities, folks. That's a priority 5. Making food's priority 9. What are you doing? Diarrhea. Cannot reach food. Oh, they've got diarrhea, too. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, Nami, you were hungry. Obviously. Just not as hungry as Live Epically was. It's one of those things where you're like sitting at the table and you've got to stab each other's hands with the fork so you can get to the food first. Always mean to sponsor and watch a live stream, but I always fall asleep. Well, welcome, Moon's Eternity. Thanks so much for that. Every dupe for themselves. Pretty much. Pretty much. I really need to get food planted. The longer I have to deal with this mush situation, the worse it's going to be. I just need someone to make food for a little while. Just get us a little bit of a buffer. I should have started food production right away. Okay, so next time I play this challenge, because this colony is not going to survive super long, I don't think. But when we play it again, I think prioritize bathrooms first. Prioritize food second with water delivery kind of simultaneously. I'll worry about sleeping quarters and stuff afterwards. We'll try to get some planters planted right away. I think that's the key here. I shouldn't have bothered building them a place to sleep yet. Sleeping on the floor is not really that big of a deal for them. 46% stress, though. That's not so great. It's going to get really ugly soon. People are going to start smashing stuff and throwing up all over the place. And we might have some ugly criers in here. I don't even know. It's ugly in here, and I have to poop, and I'm hungry, so I'm going to make it look nicer in here. That's right. He's starving to death, can't breathe very well, and really has to poop. And his idea is, let's make a really ugly painting. I should have changed the jobs. Who's good at art? Nobody. Creativity 2. Creativity 2. Now, let's take James off art. We don't want him making anything. At least if the other two are painting, they'll get gradually better. Reload now? Oh, no, no, no. I can't do that. The colony's got to crash and burn. I don't like giving up. It's either got to crash and burn, and then we'll start a new one, or we'll turn it around, and things will suddenly start to look up. We'll see what happens. Casual Kazi came to witness the failure. Oh, thanks, Kazi. Thank you for the super chat, but thank you also for the vote of confidence. That's fantastic. Slay me, man. What are they... Wait a minute. They're pumping bottles of water and then throwing them down into the bottom. I wonder if when the microbe musher is momentarily getting uncharged, they're dropping the bottle because they no longer have a purpose for it, but it's right after they pumped it, so they're just throwing it down in the bottom of our water reservoir. That's psychotic. These guys have real issues. Oh, look, look, look. We have food. 1,000 kilocalories. Do we have oxygen? Barely enough to breathe, but it's good. It's enough to survive with. You're not an artist in real life either, huh? Yeah, it is a little ironic you spelled incorrectly there. Good job. You cam to witness. It's alright. It's only immortalized in print. It's fine, Kazi. What's our germ situation? Surprisingly not that bad. This body here has got a few germs on it. Ew. Eventually, they're going to get around to making this little tombstone, but a tasteful memorial. Oh, we're out of food. I got all excited for the 1,000 kilocalories that was in there. Now it's gone. Nobody's even in the middle. I really want to bring in another duplicate, but I just can't. We have no food. We need a little more food before I can bring somebody in. More food. Couldn't let me fail alone, yeah? What does Super Chat mean? Sorry, I've never been able to make it to a stream before. Super Chat is just a way of donating to the streamer to help support the stream. So you click on the little dollar sign. It's at the bottom of the chat, and then you choose a dollar amount that you want to give to the streamer, and it does a little pop-up thing to notify it. You can include a message with it if it's anything over... I think it's anything over $1. You can do a message with it. Oh, you know what? I didn't even set these things up. Let's do all, but we don't want to do polluted dirt because that's gross. Everything else is fine. Copy settings. There we go. How does slime lung work? Okay, well, slime lung has two different things. There's surface germs, and then there's the internal germs. They get the internal germs by breathing in slime lung that's floating around in the air, and it likes to propagate in polluted oxygen. So if you can keep your polluted oxygen down and you have clean oxygen, the germs will die off in that air. But your duplicants breathe it in, and they get it internally. When they get to a certain concentration of germs in their body, they get sick from it, and then it can ultimately kill them if they don't get treatment. If they get really sick, you have to send them to a hospital bed, and one of the other duplicants has to treat them. The other form of the germ is the surface germs, and those can be cleaned off by using wash stations and that sort of thing, showers, all that kind of stuff to help clean the germs off. Waiting material delivery. This needs to be prioritized a little higher. Well, look, we have oxygen production down here from our algae terrariums now, though. It's converting some CO2 for us, so to help clean up some of that mess. Producing little bits of oxygen. I feel like that's probably a better way to go than using the deodorizer. Or not deodorizer, the deoxidizer. Let's turn this off for now. And we'll build more of these terrariums. They still have to deliver water to these, but it's a little bit more passive, and I think that might be the way to go for now. Also doesn't require power. So they can make periodic deliveries instead of having to constantly run on the treadmill, so that might help a little bit. Super Chat's in US dollars, not Canadian rubles. Super Chat actually goes to whatever currency you're in, for the country that you're in. So if a Canadian does it, it comes up as Canadian dollars. I've had euros, Canadian dollars, Danish kroner, a variety of things. So it's based on where you are, not so much where YouTube is. Bring one more dupe, dedicate them to food production, remove the food jump, and the rest. The only way you'll get calorie production? Maybe. I mean, we have people working on it now. It's prioritized high enough that somebody's doing it a lot. It's just a function of getting enough power. Maybe if I'm not stealing power down here all the time to produce oxygen, things will go a little smoother. I mean, these little algae terrariums, given how few duplicants we have, they actually might be the thing to go with. I don't normally use the algae terrariums, but in this scenario, they might actually work pretty well. Off for a bit. All right, see you later, Kazi. Thanks for coming out. Anthony. Oh, rat. Who died? Starvation. Oh, live epically. Sorry, dude. This colony's going down. All right, let's try that. We'll bring in a duplicate and give them the job. Actually, I'll give somebody right now the job of only food. Who's a good cook? James is capable of cooking, so congratulations, James. It's now your job. Chef Boyard James. Take away all the jobs, and we'll just set you only on cooking. Until we get a little bit of food built up for our 2 duplicants. First live stream to be able to make. Happy to these started many tubes burning. Thanks, Yugi Shipper. Thanks so much for the super chat. And welcome to your first stream and the very first wonderful crash and burn of this particular challenge for me. Our second colony will go a lot better now that I've had a chance to kind of toy around with it a tiny bit. So I went into this completely blind. I knew what it looked like, and I knew that they had done the challenge on the stream, but I hadn't tested it yet to figure out what I wanted to do balance-wise. I think I already see a couple of opportunities that we had right off the bat, like not starting with food right away. How'd they eat the food so fast? Crazy. On a normal game, oh, you know what it is? On a normal game, it lasts a lot longer because I'm always finding muckroot while I'm digging around, so it constantly supplements their food supply initially, and we don't have that here. So they're eating straight solely out of the food storage box. You could get another dupe and just make them dedicated hamster. Yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe get a couple. I mean, I know we don't really have any food, but if I could get somebody who's running consistently on the hamster wheels, The trouble is, like, which hamster wheel they're going to run on. I might dedicate them doing a hamster wheel, and they might decide the one they want to run on is over here or over here. I do have these prioritized, so theoretically they'll run on those. Okay. They're in the bathroom. Live epically, or James can't run on the treadmill. This is not going to work. It's not going to work. I've got to give James the ability to make power. Otherwise, he also can't leave on his own. That's going to be important. If he ever needs to go to the bathroom or go somewhere else, if I have his job for power turned off and the center's not charged up, he won't be able to go do it. So I guess I'm going to have to give him the ability. Power system is bad. You have periodic power, so you're eating copper. Periodic overpower? Nope, not really. I mean, what does this system draw? Hold on. Let's check our tube system out. That is in somewhere with the things and stuff. Where do they have the tubes? Utilities? Not utilities. Not ventilation, not plumbing. Not food. Where do they have the tubes? Oh, it's probably in the core thing, right? Transit tube. All right, so this consumes 960 watts of power. Oh, you're right. I probably am periodically overpowering. Well, that stinks. Rich Gamer Dude. I still remember when you hit 8K subscriber mark during a stream many months ago. Yeah, that was actually just last year. It's funny how quickly the channel grew last month. But thanks so much for the super chat, Rich Gamer Dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, last year was a good year. Things grew really well. It's been a nice, consistent growth curve, too. It's like there's nothing like went like viral or anything to get that kind of growth. It's just been kind of consistent. It's nice. All right. I see what my problem is here. I need to power the food production all by itself. So when I set this up next time, I want to have this on its own separate circuit. The trouble is the power keeps getting robbed to go down here to feed the transit tube, and that's no good. We need to make sure that for whatever we're going to be producing the power on, for the food, it's staying within that single loop, so we're not constantly having to run it. This little miniature battery will charge up to how much? I mean, it'll hold up 10 kilojoules. We're going to run this for a while. So we'll see. Your idea would have worked, but it's counterproductive with only 2 dupes. Yeah, it really is. I need more. Gotta bring in fresh blood. Somebody that'll survive a little bit longer. We're gonna be littered with corpses in here. The duplicates will be just walking over the corpses of other duplicates like carpet. Stress is at 71% too. They're gonna do bad things soon. Poor James. See, look, ran out of power again. Okay, Nami, you're gonna have to do some quick building here. Build this out for me. He's trying to make power and food, so if he jumps off the treadmill, the food won't go because there's no battery. So he jumps back on the treadmill, and then he wants to make the food, so he's going to have to get back on and off all the time. This thing's running with power nowhere now. That's silly. All right, James. James, man. I need you to do a little different job for me here. Let's get you into build. And shut you off of power for a moment. Go make the battery, and then you can run on the treadmill. Hopefully before you die. It's not going to last long. What a time to catch him. Go, James, go! Oh, he's angry. He's angry. He's going to smash things. Where's he going to go break? Oh, he's going to the bathroom. He's angrily going to the bathroom. All right. Let's go back to his jobs. We'll turn power production back on. Because I want him to make power now. If he makes power, it'll store in the tiny battery. Tiny battery will let him power the food production for a bit. Oh, now he's cleaning the toilet. Okay. Do you even have a clean job turned on? What is going on here? He doesn't. He's not even set up for... Oh, James, that's... You know... Good job, buddy, for cleaning the toilets, but we never asked you to do that. We specifically told you not to, actually. You're trying your hardest. You really are. You're the only one of the 2 duplicants that can make food. The other person is gastrophobic, and they won't cook. They'll happily starve to death while not cooking any food for themselves. 395 kilocalories. You gotta... No, don't run on this treadmill. Don't run. I want you to run on this treadmill. Can I send you up? Will you go on that thing if I tell you to go to it? Let's find out. Move to here. There we go. Nice. All right, charging the battery up. It's almost charged. Now he's freaking out again, and he freaked his way right into bed. You know what? Red alert. You need to eat. Eat, James. Eat the food. Oh, wait. They're going to do it over the priority for other things. No, get out of bed. If I do red alert, he'll forget his necessities in order to do the job he's given. I wonder if I set him for, like, no jobs and put it on red alert. Will that work? Oh, he's getting up. Go eat. Go. No, stop cooking and eat the food. James, eat the food. He's going to be dead. You're not going to live through this, buddy. You're not living. No, go eat the food. Eat the food. Go save yourself. All right, this colony's dead. Come on, James. 117 kilocalories. A little bit more. Just go eat it. Nope. Ooh, I think Nami almost stole it again. Nami, the food thief. All right, James survived. Barely. He stopped eating. What is going on? He doesn't have enough air. Oh, that's right. Finish eating your food, your floor food. Ugh. Restart only have bottom left to break the others. You know, I probably could break some of the tubes in here and just change the direction up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I'm almost at that point now where I just want to say, all right, let's just restart. Let's go for it again. This time with, 30 or 40% less fail. And why are you running down here? Why are you even here? Stop going down here. There you go. We're getting water. That's what it is. This water thing would work. I can't dedicate enough time to go get it. Who made all of this pukey water at the bottom? Somebody clean that up, please. Oh, look, it's not draining through the tube. I thought it would. Okay, so the tube is sealed from liquid. I thought it would drop down through there, but it's not going to. Nice. Perfect. I rushed to build the little signs of this thing, and I didn't really even need to. Good Lord. 5-second rule, yeah. Well, in this case, they're willing to go as many as 5 minutes. They'll leave it there. You can make a morph farm for monster meat by killing a lot of duplicants on purpose and stuffing them somewhere, dying for the greater good, I guess. There's probably lots of evil things you could do like that. Lots of horrible, despicable, evil things. James is a true demand to feed the lady. Yeah. Oh, now he's gonna smash the treadmill thing he needs in order to produce the food. Because you're super. All right. James, buddy. James. It's all over for you, man. All right. You know what? I'm gonna call this one a loss. Let's load up the map again. That was horribly managed. So I knew the first one was gonna be rough, but man, that was actually a little. I handled that a little more poorly than I would have hoped. Yeah. After all the sheer amount that I play of this game, I thought I would have had at least a little bit better of a go at it than I did just there. But all right, let's try take number 2. I kind of wonder whether I should just make the bathrooms in this biome. The duplicates will spend less time zipping off to other areas, and they can deal with the core necessities in this main section, and then later I can always break the outhouse if I want to. Let's get somebody digging in here, too. So first things first, we're going to dig out down here. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have told them to come over here. You move over here. And then we're going to dig this out at a priority, so that we'll just do priority 6. We'll dig out our bottom level first. Forget the beds. They can sleep on the floor for now. They can sleep on the dirt. This wasn't really a rage quit. It's just, I have a feeling that was going to stretch on for like another 30 minutes of like no success, because we're just teetering on the precipice the whole time, and I'd rather get a shot to kind of round it up a bit and try again. We should get rid of some of the tubes and connect to natural gas area and build the main power source there. Yeah, potentially. I mean, the tricky part is you have to pump it in, right? You can't just use the gas that's just sort of floating. There's only 6 kilo... Well, there's a fair amount of gas, but... Plus we have oil. We have plastics. I mean, it's not like we can't build more tubes, but... But we don't need this extra tube down here. Let's maybe destroy this one. If we get this one out of the road, I mean, they'll have to take a bit of a different route around, but that's okay. That'll give us a little bit more plastics to work with. Now, stop running on these things. Oh, we gotta rename the duplicants. Hold on a second. We didn't do that. Who wants to be in the colony? Let's rename the duplicants. Caroline wanted to be one, so let's make this one's gonna be Caroline. Caroline. I apologize if I kill you off. I'm not doing it intentionally. Mima the architect. Who wants to be Mima? Malicious one. Deceptively hard challenge. Much entertainment. Now for a real attempt. Thanks, Malicious one, again for the super chat. Yeah, I mean, I think it's, like I said, I need to toy around with it and see what the dynamics like. It's a brand new thing for me. All right, Monica, you can be in here. So Monica Alves. Okay, and we have one more duplicate. Who wants to be a Camille? Camille the chef. All right. Johnny ATHM1. Perfect. Welcome. All right, so we have 3 fabulous new duplicants who hopefully won't starve or suffocate to death in the early term of the game. We have almost 18,000 kilocalories of food. It's funny, in a normal game, that would last a really long time because of all that muckroot you find when you're digging around, but it's not going to play this time. I'm trying to put the bathroom on. Maybe I'll put it over here. I still want to do that water thing where I pump a little reservoir of water in here, but I can do that almost anywhere, so. Okay, let's take, I have space here to do compost and bathroom, so let's line all that up. Outhouse is going to be super important, so let's maybe make that their first priority. We'll worry about hand washing stations and stuff after the fact. Sorry, you're a chronic eater. Imagine that. You put food in your mouth and you're hungry. You animal. You animal, you. You need to be a dupe. Yeah, I'm going to try and get some more people in here. Again, this is only our second attempt at this, so we'll see how this goes, but we shall see. I want to get food production underway in a little farming space as soon as possible. So even if they just... I only have 3 seeds. So even if they only dug out like a little spot here, I'd be okay with that. Everyone wants to be the next dead dupe. I know, right? You guys all have a death wish. Is that what it is? You just want somebody named after you to croak in a horrible manner inside this horrible little box. Also, Cryptic, you're awesome. Johnny 2x4. Thanks so much. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. Need more ladders. We always need more ladders, man. Always need more ladders. Can never have enough ladders. Boy, these guys really take their time. Come on. Come on. I should actually make a proper bathroom out of this, too, and that way we can get that little de-stressing effect. Here's our room. So the latrine, it does have a stress relief bonus. So if we can do a little latrine thing in here, that would be kind of handy. I have kind of limited resources, but it would help. Turn off the hamster wheels. They don't really need to be used. Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, I kind of want them to go to this one. This one here can get turned off. I don't need that. Trouble is, they have to go over there to disable it. So it's got to have enough power for them to use it to get back. And it's already kind of charged. This one up here, too. I didn't even go up here at all. It's pre-charged, though. So let's... No, disable that. Get off the wheel. Johnny, stop running on the spot. There we go. That's better. All right, so they'll stop doing that one. This one I still kind of need. This one I'll need eventually. Very soon, actually. As soon as we have a need for water, I'm going to need that one. Oh, they didn't build the toilets fast enough again. Not surprisingly. I'm going to be a little sneaky with my air supply here. I'm going to use a deodorizer in the bathroom and just let the dirty water, the bottles of dirty water build up. And then we can just clean that. It'll give us small little bits of air. Not a ton, mind you. Something, though. All right, let's go to refinement. Put a little composter here. In our oxygen, we're going to make a little deodorizer right next to the toilet. And then we'll get, in medicine, a little wash basin to go right there. Or not. Medicine, where are you? Wash basin. There we go. Zombie guy, you need a zombie dupe. $2 super chat. Thanks so much for the super chat. They're kind of all going to go zombie at the rate I'm going. See how this works out. Good idea, Durgan. If you can manage to get them all on their own circuit, what's this now? Run wires to connect them all so that they can all be charged from one wheel. Well, the trouble is, like, this thing consumes huge amounts of power. So I don't know. We'll have to see. See that here's another challenge. There's no wire connecting in here. You can't lay wires in between the spaces because you can't build while you're going through the tube. At least I don't think there's any wires. No, there's no wires in this overlay. We have liquid pipes through there, we have gas pipes through there, but we don't have wires, so we can't put them all in the same wire. Make bedrooms. I'm not super worried about bedrooms just yet. That's going to be my kind of my last priority this time around. I don't normally even build bedrooms right away when I'm making a normal colony. So I definitely don't want to in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 high. Let's destroy this ladder. And we'll do tile. We'll put some airflow tile in. Because I want the CO2 still to be able to settle. But I'm going to make this a regular floor across here. Duplicate! Let's bring another one in. Who wants to be a duplicate? Let's bring in a zombie. Zombie guy. Zombie guy wanted to be in here, I guess. We have 2 anemics and a yokel. He won't do research, but we don't really need research. So that's actually no... There's no downside to that at all. Zombie guy. See how long it... See if we can actually turn him into a zombie. Am I going to build another water tank? I will, yeah. My first priority, I think, is going to be to try to get some actual food production going somewhere. Well, not my very first priority, but something over that. Oh, I can't even use a wash basin until I build a pitcher pump, so we'll have to do that. And I'll do a little wall here to try to protect the water supply a bit. They don't have sand yet. That's interesting. Okay, sand is over here. So we got to go dig this before we can get sand. Let's try to prioritize this maybe at a 6 so we can dig this out. I want to get some food planters going. How can you build pipes through the tubes then? The pipes were already pre-existing. So if you look at the overlay, they set up the challenge so that there's a liquid pipe and a gas pipe connecting each of the cubes to each other. But you can't build anything else in the middle. So all you can connect to the pre-existing tubes, but that means you could really only send gas or liquids one way through each one of those connections. Zombie versus alien. Nothing could go wrong, yeah. Pretty much. Zombie aliens. Thanks for the super chat, the Red Dragon. Oh, look, they peed on the floor in here. How very nice. Clean that up, please. Carol Ann, you wet the floor. Good lord. These duplicants. No sense of decorum. There's little storage compactors in there. Put 1 tile on the bottom to control P. I did. Yep. We got that. We got it. Mopping up all the P over here. Hired 54321. $50. Enjoy all your streaming, eh? Wow, that's crazy, Hybrid. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that super chat. And the Canadianism there. Good old Canadian colloquialisms. Hey, take off, eh, you hoser. Oh, look, we have space. Okay, over here, I can start doing our garden. Food. Throw in some planter boxes. Just 3 of them for now, because that's all we have seeds-wise, right? We only have 3 seeds. Until we actually start to produce some seeds from our mealwood that we can then plant, that will have to suffice. This here can be set to handle everything, but I want to take the polluted dirt out. Copy settings and overlay that. Wow, $50 super chat. That's crazy. Appreciate that. Wow. I suggest prioritize a large battery on each tube so they can travel without charging up first. Well, that's kind of what the little battery is supposed to be for, but I've turned off some of the switches because I'm not even sending them over there just now. Although I should send them over here to get some algae so I can build some algae terrariums. Do we have any algae built up currently? There's nothing organic, so we don't have any algae. I really should gather some algae. Set up some terrariums soon. We're still producing oxygen, so that's not bad, but CO2 will start to build up down here. This is almost done here. Blah, blah. Dig all this out. We can throw a little fancy door down here. Make this into a real bathroom so we get that wonderful de-stressing effect out of it. This is ready to be planted. We'll put in our seeds here. Copy settings like that. Okay. I feel like this is a slightly better start to things. It's going to take a while for those seeds to grow, though. We're not going to get any food out of them initially. So soon we should worry about some sort of a kitchen setup, which I think I'm going to put over here this time. And maybe we'll put it... How do I want to do this time? I feel like this is a better location for the bathroom to start. I don't really like it in this core area. I'd rather have it somewhere else. But it will save them having to constantly charge up to go through the tube there. Did we get a room benefit there? Did we get that? Yeah. Okay, so we have a de-stressing room benefit when they go to the bathroom. That's something. It's a very minimalistic stress management approach so far. Okay, that's good there. We've got those planted. We've harvested some algae, so that's good. All right, now we're starting to move along. Let's quickly plant some of these algae terrariums down here while we can. Just use 2 of them for now. The Red Dragon, $20 American. Wow, Lord. Actually, is that Australian? Haven't made it to your live stream. Hope to see the results in the video. Gotta go to work. Just my luck. Good luck, and remember to rest in peace. Thanks, Red Dragon. I appreciate that, and thanks so much for both the sponsorship and the super chat. It's amazing. I appreciate that. Oh, this colony. This one's going to do better. I swear this one is going to do better than the last one. We're not going to die off in the same horrible and frightening fashion we did just a moment ago. This one is going to be... This one's going to be different. We're going to make it different. Okay. Let's try to do... How much tile space have I... You know what? I could do a kitchen right here. If I do the pitcher pump here... And I do floor right here with a microbe musher on it. Where's my food? Stick a microbe musher like right here. And then I can do a water tank underneath. Like that. So that we can pump water up and I can make that reservoir I wanted to make. And we'll have the water immediately next to the food. So we'll minimize the travel time there. Or they'll have everything they need right next to their little kitchen space. And then down here, we'll just throw a little ladder in so we can get the water pump in the water. Actually, I should probably, you know what? I'll put it down a little ways. I don't have to rebuild it right away. And then, hold on. Yeah. Connect up this so we can get this pump up going up to here. And I'll stick it right there with a little liquid vent. And then we'll need power, of course, for the water pump, which we can just channel onto this. And we'll get that little water reservoir going that I wanted to do last time. Ta-da! Hermes Angel, $2. You always say that. I always say what? That the colony's going to go better this time and it's not all going to die in horror and fire and death? Well, at least theoretically they won't catch fire. I guess if somebody decides to go, like, light a spark down here, things might be a problem. But for now, no death, right? Dupe trap to the left side. Oh, because there's not enough charge in here. We got to turn this thing on. Enable building. Sorry, Carol Ann. We left you stranded over there. You went for some algae and couldn't come back. Chad Trap instead. Wow, finally caught a live stream. Keep up the great content, Cryptic. Thanks, Chad. Glad you could make it to a stream. You don't want to die. The one that... No, Monica, you're not stuck. It was Carol Ann. You're over here somewhere. Somewhere. I don't know exactly where. You're around here somewhere. You're still good. You're not in danger of impending death just yet. Okay, let's do floor in here. How we doing for food-wise? 7,521. How we doing oxygen-wise? Good solid oxygen, but the oxalite's gone in here now. Fortunately, though, we do have 2 algae terrariums producing a little bit of O2 for us. Plus our deodorizer, which will give us, like, ultimately, like, almost nothing, but something. It'll give us, like, little bits. Your cat's following the mouse in your screen. No, we got to the dupe that's stuck over to the left. They're over there now. Carol Ann's free. I know, I'm sorry. I don't always catch what's going on in the chat. If I'm paying attention to what's happening in the game, I tend to miss stuff a little bit. So, but thank you for shouting it out. I didn't notice that right away, clearly. Do little ladders up here. Go into the light, Carol Ann. No, don't go into the light. We don't want them to die already. Do you know how we got such limited resources? Do you know what it takes to build a gravestone? Okay, so here we've got the same kitchen problem we had before. If I take power away over here, we'll see what happens. I really think we're gonna have a challenge. You know what? I should probably take somebody and put them consistently on this treadmill. But I can't necessarily keep them on the same treadmill. If I prioritize this one higher, maybe that will help. Just do that one up. I'm not going to change any others. Helicona this weekend? No, the Helicona map, I'll probably play that again next Tuesday night. That'll be likely the next one that I do for Oxygen Not Included anyway. Bit of an unusual week this week. We're doing 2 streams for this Oxygen Not Included this week. Should build the oxygen machine that makes hydrogen so you can use it for power. Eventually I will, yeah. So I have to figure out how I'm going to handle that, though, because, like I said, we can only send gases in one direction on this thing. One direction on the pipes. So I have to make sure that if I do that, I've got things handled appropriately elsewhere. Algae is going to become a limited resource over time, so obviously we can't stick with that. Water was an unlimited amount, so it makes sense to produce oxygen that way, and it might even make sense to make produce oxygen down here and then pump it out. Because that way it doesn't actually have to go far. But I don't know. It's gonna be a little tricky figuring out how I want to do the oxygen production once we have to start thinking more creatively that way. Okay, they have most of this done up here, so that's good. Let's get them working on this down here. I'm actually gonna cancel this bottom ladder pieces. I don't need those. And actually, I don't even need the ladder bit down there. They can build without that. Save the materials and save the building time. Stuck in the tube. Who's stuck in the tube? Oh, oh no. Poor zombie guy. He's not liking it very much. Is he sleeping right there? That's a little weird. Oh, he is sleeping. He's sleeping in the tube. Oh no, that's not good. He didn't wake up. Uh-oh. No, zombie. Oh no, I really hope he's asleep. I think that's a bug. I feel like he's not supposed to stay there. If you have water, you can produce oxygen and hydrogen for power, so you can have all problems solved. Well, here's the thing: like the hydrogen production you get off of that scenario generally doesn't produce a surplus of power, so it doesn't really fix things. Yeah, someone's stuck, but I have no idea how to get them out of there. What if I can I tell him to go to a different spot maybe, and he'll? Can I even pick him? There he is. What if I tell him to go down here? Oh, there we go. Oh, he's free. He's so tired, though. he's like, I was stuck in there all night long, man. Thank you for finding free me. And he just collapsed into sleep. Poor guy. I feel for you, zombie guy. A little bit, anyway. Whoa, I left materials in here. That's bad. Okay. You know what? We'll call that... No, if I leave that in there, I can't take it out later because this is going to be full of water. I'm going to have to... Rat. Okay, not back wall buildings. We'll get rid of the buildings here. Make a door. And then we're going to sweep up this whole mess in here because I don't want them leaving materials in the water tank because we're going to have limited resources. I feel like that's bad. MG, not dead. Nope, not dead. You're good. Let's get some food production going. Prioritize it to 6. Whoop. Monica's getting the water. Nice. Up there to... I don't know where you took it. There you go. Maybe you had to get dirt. Oh, that's what it was. Whoop. I love the way they zip through the tubes. Oh, look, we have our water pump going. Oh, no, that's bad. I didn't mean to do that just yet. I just finished breaking open the wall. We're going to have a flood. Let's sweep this at a priority 7. And then we're going to need to build at priority 9. Quickly, please. Clean up fast. Before we start flooding everything. No! Oh, too slow. All right. That'll learn me. Disable building. I don't have a bottle emptier either. I guess I'll have to add one. Pump all this up while you're at it. You won't sweep the polluted water because you have to have a place to store it. No, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. It was the actual raw materials I wanted them to pick up. Somebody turn this pump off. It's off already. Okay, good. Water's still going. I'm not going to take a duplicate just now. We're still acting a little bit, a little bit fragile and not terribly effective at the moment. So I want to make sure I get a handle on this first. Okay, so I want to get rid of the clean water. And my plumbing, I should have the bottle emptier. That's weird. I can build it there, even though the bottle's going to be in the ceiling. Glad I can make it to the stream to ensure people aren't dead. Oh, Bad Tycoon, you didn't see the first attempt at this already. This is already our second colony. Things went that well the first time. Oh my gosh. What a flood I made. If they get this built, then I can empty those bottles of water back, and they'll be fine. Ish. Sorry, guys. You got clean a little, though. It's kind of like having a bath just out in, like, the main area. All right. Make you a dupe, Chad. Well, we're not bringing any other duplicants just yet. We're going to stay at 4 for the moment. Build a wall, then mop up. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Well, they've already got it mopped up. The thing is, I want them to get the bottles of water out of here. I don't want to leave those bottles sitting. I guess I could empty them once they're in there, right? Can you still empty? Yeah, you can. All right, good deal. Build a wall. That's how we're going to tackle it. 1,500 kilocalories. I know. I got my food production here going, but again, limited power. I need to swap this battery out. Let's deconstruct this one and put a big battery in instead. Make a bigger battery. The bigger battery. Throw a little wire in there. Bloop. Deconstruct the wires that are here. So I get the metal back. How are these coming along? These are at 87%. We're going to get food out of this very soon. That'll be good. This is ready. We can set this up for clean water. Okay, now we can take this and turn this pump back on. And that'll save us a trip now coming down here all the time to get water. I'll have it right there. That'll work. Can't build floor over heavy watt wire. Can stuff bottle through the ceiling empty? I don't know. Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it? They can stick the bottles through the netronium, but they can't build on heavy watt wire. What are you going to do? Every game has its own funny little limitations. Surprised they're not making food here. There we go. You like the floor? Yeah, it's a little messy. Whatever. Bottle empty in the middle cube sounds great. Yeah, we could have done that too. Instead of pumping it up here, I'd probably use a bottle emptier, but then they have to go back and forth a whole bunch, consuming a ton of power. Thought you were just taking it super slow to bask in the greatness. You could have paused for like a half hour. Oh, yeah, no. The first time round didn't really go quite as one would desire, I'm going to say. It was a bit of a rough start. Like I said, though, I kind of came into this blind, so it's a bit of a learning curve for me. But I think we have a much better start this time. We have water positioned here now. So we're going to save power going down to the water placement at the bottom. And actually, let's get Monica out of here. Let's turn this thing off. Oh, no, if I stop running on this thing, then we won't power our pump, which won't get us enough water up here. Keep running, Monica. At least until the water's full, and then you can leave there. That'll be good. You're going to make food and eat it all? Yeah. First time was just a warm-up, yeah. I mean, it was a completely different condition for me to work with, right? I hadn't tried this out before, so small learning experience, but that's okay. We got it. This one's gonna go better. Hashtag better, something like that. I should sweep the floor because that will help with the stress. I think we're in a position to start making places for them to sleep now. We have a little bit of oxygen production. Is that gonna be enough? Oxygen levels are a little bit iffy. They're not bad, but they are declining. All right, so I think we're going to need probably one more of these algae terrariums for now. Kind of wish I could put it down here because we got a nice little pocket of CO2 built up down there, but that's not going to work. We'll put it up here by the gate. Just trying to get enough oxygen flow in this core area. How are we doing? Oh, we got our first harvest, which gave us a bump of food. We're at 6,400 now. I can take... there we go. Now we're going to do this. We'll go to lice loaf. Did we get any seeds off that? 1 seed we got. Okay, so I can prioritize digging out 1 more row here. We'll build another farm space there. And you know what? I'm not even going to bother putting like a full-size like double bedroom thing up here. Everyone can sleep in a little bit more cramped quarters. We'll do cots right here. Ooh, if I do that, I can't do actual bedrooms. Oh, who made a mess? You're right next to the bathroom. Wait a minute. Who's peeing on the floor? Zombie guy. Everybody's peeing on the floor. What? Oh, is the bathroom out of order? It is out of order. Guys, come on. You pee on the floor rather than... All right. Oh, my... That's a lot of pee. They've been saving it up. Somebody please clean up. Please. We gotta get the germs out of here. Oh, actually, we have a double benefit. This water pump could be used to actually water our little algae terrariums, too. Nobody's running on this thing, which means we're not getting any more water pumped up here. Not liking that. May want a scrubber in the middle cube. Well, for now, I'm using the algae terrariums to kind of scrub things. Eventually, I'd like to actually send my CO2 to a particular cube to scrub. But for the moment, no, again, peeing on the... Who's not cleaning the toilet? Why not? Requires emptying. Why is no one cleaning the toilet? I must have priority set on a bunch of other things too high, so everybody's busy doing something else. What's this thing? Let's put priority 5 on that. Everybody mop up, please. Go clean the floors. Priority 6, so that's prioritized. I think that's the only thing I have priority on, though. They should... There we go. Somebody's finally cleaning the toilet. Johnny, sorry, you got the horrible job of cleaning up everybody's filth. Congratulations. So besides the 9 rooms, is there anything else out there? I don't know. I mean, this is all just like low concentration gases and low temperatures, so I actually don't know if there's anything else out there. But I'm going to play the challenges, though we have to stay within the 9 cubes and not build out of it. I know some other people have like smashed open the openings here. They broke the transit tube crossings and then built their way out. But I feel like the intent was to stay inside of the given space. So that's how I'm going to play it. I'd kind of like to make use of this polluted water at some point. Oh, wait, we got an opening here. Let's do another planter here. So we can plant our mealwood seed. Middle cube is now P cube. That's right. It's probably... they must have done a little bit of decontamination here. Oh, no, I don't want them to try to... Well, it doesn't matter because they can get in there, but... I don't really want them to try to mop in here. That's no good. Unreachable mop, but it won't let me cancel the mop. Oh, wait. Cancel all. There we go. I don't want them to feel stressed about not being able to mop up that stuff I told them to mop. Okay, I think I'm going to do the bedrooms up top, because then I can actually make them sealed rooms. And get the benefit of that. We can make proper rooms out of them. Because I can fit 2 cots in with a door. And I probably shouldn't do all tile. I should do some airflow tile so the CO2 can at least drop out. Like so. Would you want a large battery down with the water to make it so they don't have to run as much? Yeah, I really should swap out all the small batteries for large batteries. So they can store up things a little bit better. This pump's not even going right now. Deconstruct this. Swap that in for a large battery once it's broken. Or I could just stick it completely in the wrong derpy place, because that's how I play. There we go. Too bad there aren't any hatches to clean up after the dupes. That would be kind of cool. Although, mind you, at some point, I feel like it's going to become useful to have some of this waste. Like that polluted water, I feel like is going to come in handy. Game recommendations. Beam NG Drive. It's fun to crunch up cars, and you can mod stuff out of it, yeah. I've been looking at that game. I actually kind of want to play it. really wish Car Mechanic Simulator was like a mashup of between like Car Mechanic Simulator and BeamNG Drive, because that'd be amazing. But it's one of those games I've looked at it for a while and I just never really got around to getting it. I probably should. I got a couple Steam gift cards for Christmas. I should probably pick up the little BeamNG. That'd be fun. All right, let's throw pneumatic doors on here. I'm gonna make some proper bedrooms for them if I can get around to it. Look at that. They'll have a place to sleep. Hopefully that will help with their stress. Take all this out. Actually, cancel this one right here. Focus on digging all this out. Get all that stuff. Still a food shortage. What's going on here? Oh, we already run out of meal lice. That didn't last long. Let's switch over to mush bars. I should probably just stay at mush for now and eat the straight lice rather than processing it. We'll plant our mealwood seeds, so that's good. We got stinkiness going on here, but this thing is running. Man, these things they're not producing enough oxygen. I'm going to need to do something different there, probably oxygen-wise. Let's dig down here. We'll get more algae at least. How do you get this game? You buy it on Steam. That's the only way I know of to get it right now. I don't think there's anywhere else to buy it. Strictly a Steam purchase. Okay, good. They are running. We are getting a little water pumped. That's good. Nobody built the battery yet, but that's okay. We're getting at least some water movement, which is coming in handy. I mean, that's saving a lot of trips back and forth. Did they just drop a clean water bottle on the floor there? I think they did. Slobs. How's my day been? It's been good. It was busy today. Lots of work and stuff, but I was looking forward to playing this tonight because, like I said, I knew about this last Thursday, but based on the other stuff I wanted to play, this was kind of the first time I felt like I could fit it in. I'm not going to choose a duplicant again for now because we're kind of teetering on the edge right now, food and oxygen-wise. I mean, it's kind of staying with barely enough air to breathe, but it's not really great. I want to limit how often people are over here because this air pressure is doing good things for growing our plants. If that drops off, we're in trouble. I feel like in here the algae deoxidizer would produce oxygen at such a better rate than these little plants do. It just makes it so much faster. But the plants also clean up CO2, so that's providing a secondary benefit, which we're really going to need in here. Normally, I would dig like a well or something down below where my colony is set up so that CO2 has a place to just drop down to, but obviously that's not an option here. You're ready to be the next dupe. Never found the algae mass is actually efficient with algae and oxygen ratio. Yeah, I normally don't use the algae terrariums at all. I will almost never build them. I much prefer to use the scrubber to get rid of CO2 rather than using these. But for now, with my limited resources, they're giving me a little bit of oxygen to keep me afloat and also cleaning up CO2 that could become a big problem in this space here in the middle. So for the moment, I'm kind of, we'll just deal with it as it is. I suppose the deodorizer's not going to get a chance to do anything. There's stinky oxygen going right there. Have to leave now. It was a fun stream. Now I can leave with a happy tummy. Thanks, Nami, and thanks so much for the super chat. Glad you were able to get into the colony. Thanks for coming out to the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Solution for dealing with the pollution. You don't. Yeah, there's that, I guess. Who do I think is going to die first? I don't know. That's really anybody's guess. It could be any one of these wonderful little contestants. Congratulations, everyone. You know what? I'm going to build this battery so I can get this charged. At least we're doing a little better food-wise. We're going to get another crop of mealwood soon, too. This is much, much more efficient, having the water right next to where we need it. Now the issue is just the power. And I think I keep having to... wait, hold on. I think I'm overloading the power grid. 960, that's... Yeah, it's going just over 1,000. Actually, no. Well over 1,000. I hate dedicating a duplicant to running on a treadmill, though. All right. I'm going to do a secondary power system here. Because I'm wasting all the metals anyways, just constantly fixing this stuff. So I might as well use the metal this way. Specifically for food production. I'd like to move away from this until I get better power, but I need more plants here first. And we've only got 0 seeds, so that's not going to work. Yeah, we're overloading just a little bit. When this system is charging at the same time as we're using the food, it's overloading, and we're damaging things and then having to fix it, which is wasting our copper. We have more copper up here, but I'd rather not have to go get it right away. We have 7.9 tons of copper, so we've got a good start. Can you mine out the worlds? What do you think would happen if you could? You can't mine the neutronium, but you can break open the transit tubes and go out. But I'm playing this as a challenge where you have to stay inside the 9 boxes, not leaving. This is so weird. So even if I send the gas out of here to produce power with the natural gas, if I was going to do that, I'd have to send it all the way to the core area to produce power for the core area because you can't pass wires along the tubes. This is an interesting challenge because there's like, you're constantly going to be vying for different types of resources. There's a few things you could do, but Cryptic, you have coal, you have resources to make a natural gas power system. I do, but again, I'd have to have the natural gas power system in the central area, which is going to produce all kinds of heat. Not to mention natural gas power also produces carbon dioxide and polluted water. So we're going to wind up with like all kinds of waste products in that core space that I can't deal with at the moment. So I'm not really in a place where I can do that just yet. In a little bit I can. I mean, theoretically, I could even, well, I built this in here now, but theoretically I could move food production so that all the food production takes place in one area and concentrate a power supply in there, but... One algae terrarium eats 33 grams per second of CO2, which you need 2 terrariums per 3 dupes to offset the CO2. If your math holds up, so it's 6 dupes. You need 2 at the bottom level of the cube. Scrap 1 for deox. Well, this one I'm just using for oxygen production, to be honest with you right now. It's the power that I'm concerned about. If I use an algae deoxidizer, then we might have power issues. But if I can get it on this grid with the food production, it might not be so bad. What do we got going on? Yeah, I mean, I guess it will kind of keep it. You know what? Let's do that. Let's scrap one of these. Let's deconstruct this. We'll do the algae deoxidizer instead. And then I'll need to prioritize power production here and sever this grid so I at least have 2 different grids going. We made a mess. Oh, no! Oh, no! This is the risk of having only a single toilet. Monica, you just peed in our drinking water. And we use that to make food. That means people are going to get sick of it. That's great. I can't even mop it up. I don't have any way to get into the box to mop it. I'm going to have to, like... Oh, so gross. All right, this has got to get destroyed now. I need a second toilet. I can't do this. I got to get rid of this little deodorizer here. Oh, somebody's peeing on the floor again. It's not enough. 1 toilet for 4 dupes isn't enough because it gets dirty and backs up. It's not so bad if it's clean, but as soon as it gets dirty and nobody wants to clean the toilet, that's when things go awry. Where's our plumbing? How wide is the outhouse? The outhouse is too wide. I can't even put it in this space. Oh, man. All right, I gotta tweak a few things. All right. Gosh, this is not good. Okay, I'm gonna do away with our bathroom stress relief. I just don't have enough space here. This is crazy. How do I want to set this up? Okay, I need a ladder in here to clean up the mess that Monica made in the water supply. Just mop that up. The bathroom I need to be bigger because I need 2 toilets in here. But then I don't have room for 2 sinks, so theoretically we're gonna have duplicants that are gonna not be washing their hands, but we're just gonna have to deal with that as best we can, I think. We're gonna go back to our plumbing and build a second outhouse. And then rebuild the hand washing station, but of course we're only gonna have room for 1. Oh, good times, good times. Can you put an extra square on the floor left water reservoir opening? Not really, because right here is where I need to have the bottler. Oh, they peed on it again. I mean, honestly, guys, somebody clean the toilet. Just somebody do it. They're all busy doing other things. I gotta change my priorities into that stuff. I'm still pumping water up there. This is great. All right, let's that's priority 4. And she's still running like crazy. Like, seriously, I have other tasks you could be doing. Get out of here. You go up here and do this stuff. I clicked on a space you can't run to, so that's not good. I don't know. Go over here. Yeah, there. Now that you're in this main area, maybe she'll actually do a job in here. There we go. Oh, she's eating. Great. Or Johnny's eating. Thanks, Johnny. You've got so small space. Why did you build 3 high bathroom? Because I needed a place for them to go to the bathroom. Oh, I see what you mean. Why didn't I just put the roof, like, the ceiling right here? Because this pipe's going to get in the way anyway. It's not really going to give me enough space to do anything extra there, so I wasn't too worried about it. In our plumbing, let's grab another outhouse. Actually, if I was smart, I probably would have just destroyed the compost and let them clean the toilets and dump it on the floor. Super clean, this colony. That's right. This is great. That's right. Okay, hold on. Outhouse in here. This plant's got to go, which is bad because I kind of need the scrubbing. I should relocate my storage and just put plants down here. So that's okay that way. Let's go with our, in the medicine, we'll need our wash basin, so we at least handle some of the germs. And they're going to pee on the floor again. Good job, guys. Really appreciating that. Somebody clean the toilet. Come on. It's right there. It's almost finished. Like, somebody go clean it. There you go, Monica. You peed in the drinking water so you can clean the toilet. Alien spy alert. Again, peeing on the floor. You just finished cleaning the bathroom and you're not using it. Nope. Nope. Oh, boy. It's funny the way they're choosing to prioritize different activities over the stuff that they should be doing. It's weird. Aren't there wires behind the tubes between the worlds? No, there's not. If you check the electrical overlay, you can see there isn't. There's no connection from electricity from cube to cube. Go mop up the nastiness, please. Right there. Right there. Okay. This is okay for the moment. Let's prioritize some oxygen, because things are getting a little ugly here, oxygen-wise. Shame there aren't portable batteries. Like batteries you could charge up and then move somewhere else. Yeah, that would be interesting. Sleeping in pee. Yeah, somebody had a really wonderful sleep. Hopefully it was warm. I mean, I guess it would have been until the pee cooled down. Ew, gross. I should mop it all because now the water's dirty. Yeah, I really probably should. Let's just mop all that. We'll start fresh in here with clean water. I can't. Too much liquid. I can't mop it. Wonderful. Fantastic. Whatever. A little bit of germs won't kill them. It's not that high. Whatever. Oh my gosh, we have germs everywhere in here. Everything's just gone nasty. Just gone nasty in here. How's our food, though? Ooh, look, we got food going on. Ooh, we have another mealwood seed. 2 mealwood seeds. We can dig more of this out. Get that planted. We have power production, which is producing oxygen, so we're going to finally get a decent oxygen supply in the central area. This ladder can go now. Deconstruct that. Oh, actually, we got to go from the bottom up. Cryptic, gonna go watch Kazi. Thanks for making a dupe tonight. Sorry being an unruly dupe, though. No worry, James. Have a good night, man. Thanks for coming out. This can be saved. This is not over. It's not over. We're good. I'm just teetering on the brink of actually having balance. We have 12,000 kilocalories, so our food supply is actually going upward now instead of down, so that's good. Ooh, circuit overload. Deconstruct power wires right here. I'm not gonna bring another duplicate in yet because we're not quite stable yet. We will bring in more though. I'm gonna stabilize this and we're gonna get more people. Get the bedrooms down for stress. Yeah, I really need to. I need to get these toilet scenarios sorted too. And I'm going to need this water for producing food. I kind of need to do everything. You can start that. Pitcher pump here. Oh, they stopped the decontaminate and dropped the water they pumped right back down into the reservoir. How about you just empty these? Oh, have I actually got to send a dupe to empty them now? Forget that. You used to be able to just empty them without a duplicate. You could click on the bottle and empty it. It would dump it in the spot. The fat lady sang, it's still not over. Yeah, not so much. How to be a dupe. What do we got here? Italianica. Zone priority scale? I don't know. Who will do art in the colony? That's a good question. Do we even have an artist? Let's check out our jobs. Who's our artists? Monica's the closest thing to an artist, so we'll set her up for art, I guess. Not that she's a fabulous artist or anything, but she's the closest thing we have. I can change the priority in this back to a 5, I think, because we have a little bit of food reserves. Do I have another job? Yeah, this isn't my full-time thing. I just do this for fun. It's like my nighttime hobby sort of thing. I work in process re-engineering and business efficiency, which makes it really funny that my colony is not running very efficiently right now. Put a block to the left of the pump so they don't fall into the bottom of the water tank. Oh, I see what you mean, like over here. So if they drop it, they'll just leave it on the ground, you mean? Like that? Yeah. That's a good idea. That will work, unless it goes like right through the floor. I guess we'll see. Pass your dupe exam. Can you become part of the team? We'll see. I'm not bringing any more duplicates in for the moment, because like I said, we're not quite stabilized yet. Let's see. Get some more planter boxes in here. I kind of make sure that you have space to use this transit tube, though, too. I guess I can go to the outside edge. Plant millwood. Yeah, I'm working on it. I got the planters on the way there now. So we have 2 seeds we can plant. That'll give us a little more food. Even if it gets to the point where they're just, like, directly eating the meal lice without making meal loaf out of it, or lice loaf out of it, I feel like that would still be an improvement over spending resources on the micro musher. Nice, I got a job working at Accenture. You know, Microsoft, Google are all subcontractors in Accenture. Yeah, Accenture's a really big company. Like, they do business consulting services for, like, a wide variety of different businesses. Fox, I'm lurk a little for the last 5 minutes. Are we down to the last? No way. Oh my goodness, we're already at midnight already? That is ridiculous. This time just flew by. I thought I still had like another hour. Holy. All right. Man. I might keep playing a little bit longer. I don't know. Normally I stop like after 2 hours, but I'm kind of hooked at the moment. I want this to work. I want it to work, darn you. Prioritize the bathrooms is not a problem again. I probably should. to finish this out. Right now, they're going to the bathroom and not washing their hands, which is doing good things for our germs. Look at those yummy germs everywhere. Oh, look at those all over the micro musher. Let's just disinfect that. You guys are gonna get sick. Disinfect the line. You know what? Let's just disinfect the whole works. Clean it all. How'd that get dirty? They barely even been up there. They don't even go up there to sleep. Keep Edo's high priority so they don't pee. Yeah. It's at priority 6 or something now. So the hard part is with this few duplicants, when you prioritize stuff, it means there's so many things they won't be doing because they'll be focused so much on that job. With more duplicants, prioritization is not a big problem because you can just, they'll split up the workload. Can't really happen in here. Time flies when you're having fun, isn't it though? Yeah. I love a challenge. I do love a challenge. When you choose dupe, can you be next? I make no promises, Trey. I may not bring in another duplicant tonight. We'll see how it goes. We shall see. Someone's idle. Are they stuck? And we have a couple of people at high stress. That's not really good. I really need these bedrooms finished so they actually get a decent night's sleep. I almost should bring in another duplicate just so they can focus somebody on artwork. Run around making everything a little bit prettier for them all. This thing's priority 4 and they're running like crazy. Charging up the battery. Doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. Yeah, theoretically. CrypticFox got a name for the fan base. Foxhounds. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have a specific name for it. I mean, for a little while, the people were going with Cryptic Skulks. Because a skulk is a group of foxes, but I don't know, the name has always struck me a little funny. I don't think it really works. I mean, if anything else, I feel like it should just be called like the Fox Den or something. I feel like that's a little bit easier to say also. Stress is crazy right now. Things are going to go really bad soon. Maybe I should put a massage table in for the short term. Yeah, I can't really afford to have people on the massage table, though. It takes too much power. It takes so much power to use the massage table. No, no, no. Oh, no, stop that. Cancel. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to do power wires. Deconstruct power wires. That's what I wanted. There. Dupes have got the bathrooms covered, so we can set our little hand washing station. That'll give them something. All this bottled nastiness in here I gotta get rid of soon. Well, eventually. I mean, I guess our deodorizer can handle it for now. Now they can go to the bathroom. Good job, guys. 2 bathrooms for 4 duplicants. I feel like that should lower your stress. There's no longer a lineup at the bathroom. Ooh. Oh, that's immune system. Haha, Monica's sick. We're going to be very soon. Because we used some nasty water to make some food, and there's been nastiness everywhere in here. I feel like germs are going to be a real danger in this colony. You dibs on the massage table. Let's prioritize building the massage table because I'm gonna need a quick burst of massagey goodness. 5. Try to disable the tube first. What tube? Disable what tube? What are you talking about? Oh, this. And make them just run around inside this core little colony area? But the only trouble is then we won't pump any water up. And we only have a little bit saved here. At least they're cleaning. That's something. Cryptid is creatures with no scientific backgrounds like Yeti or Loch Ness Monster. Death by cells. Yeah. Microbes are going to do us in. Of all things. Told to get in the water. You made me sick. Well, I couldn't mop up the water. I tried. It was too deep. I guess theoretically I could break the wall at the bottom, let the water spread out so it's a thin layer. I'll do that. Let's we'll deconstruct the wall here. The water will spread out on the floor and then we can mop it all up. The trouble is then they're going to take that fresh water to the bottle emptier and dump the clean water in here with the germs. And then our whole water supply is contaminated. I can't do that. I can't do it. So bad. Where are they storing the food? Right in here. A little ration box. It's unrefrigerated, but they don't really have enough to store it anyway. Unless they're leaving... They might be leaving the meal... Oh, you know what? They're leaving the meal ice on the floor right now. Because I don't have this set up to capture everything. There we go. So there's meal ice hiding in here. There's also seeds hiding in here. They haven't built that. 3 seeds now, actually. Hey! Monica's using the massage table. That's good. Monica cut in line, though, I think. I feel like Zombie Guy should have been the one on the table first. Where are they storing the, in the bottomless pit that is Nummy's stomach? It's like the day the Earth stood still, taken down by the lowly microbe. I know, right? Monica's an alien spy trying to kill off the base. That's what's going on here. We're on to you, Monica. Particularly since you gave it away on your own. Let's work on de-stressing them a little more naturally. Give them a nice environment to sleep in. Ah, the midnight blurry stream. Oh no, it's midnight. Challenge maps. That's right, Jack. This is a new one. They only brought it out like last Thursday, so this one's really cool. And it is a challenge. I'm liking it so far. I think we're gonna run out of time tonight. We didn't get super far. We're only 15 cycles in. I'm probably gonna wind up playing this more this weekend. No duplicants yet. We're not quite ready. Not quite ready, but I do want more. I do want more. We just need more stress relief. That's right. Is Zombie on the table now? Yeah, Zombie Guy's on there. That's good. Okay, we're down to 68. It's dropping. Things are going good. If we can get them sleeping in quarters and have a good decor rating, that will help a lot. Sweeping up the floors and stuff will help a lot. So let's take care of that. Leaving all this mess on the floor is really bad for stress. Oh, 3 of them got to sleep in a bed. That's something. Who got left out? Oh, there we are. Monica sleeping on the floor. They made the alien sleep on the floor. Everything's in small boxes. Yeah, so there's like 9, Jack, there's 9 boxes. And there's different types of supplies in different boxes. And they're connected by these transit tubes. And you have to try to make a colony that survives within the space. It's really cool, actually. It's a fun little challenge. I like this. This is a really good idea. I'm actually a little bit surprised with how long the game's been out that people hadn't thought of doing these kind of challenge maps before. CrypticFox put fresh water emptier in the main cube instead of the manual pump. They will use the tunnel to go get the water. Yeah, but I don't want them to use the tunnel because then they're constantly sucking tons of power out of this thing. If they finish building this, I'll have main water there already. They're just working like crazy up here now. How's their oxygen doing? Not great. Not awful. Give you stress. Monica wanted a sleepover. She was just sleeping at the foot of the bed there. That was funny. So we should have little rooms in there now. Yeah, that's good. So that'll give them stamina recovery. Which doesn't do a lot for them, but it you know, it's a small benefit. I'm not cleaning enough CO2 now because I only have one little algae terrarium and it's it's waiting on water. Imagine that. Okay, let's get this water bottle emptier thingy, or this water, the pitcher pump done soon. Party 6 the pump. That's what I just did. Beat you to it. There's actually a bit of a delay on the stream, so I got to it right before you did. Each tube uses it. Yeah, it just uses crazy amounts of power. What would be nice, actually, is if I could use the water that's in here just to feed the algae terrariums, but I don't think they can use it up fast enough to get rid of all the germy water. I mean, there's germs in here, but it's not crazy amounts. Monica's only a little sick. She's not going to die. We'll be okay that way. I do need more storage containers, though. do some storage. I want to leave room up here so we can put more beds, so we can have more of a bedroom up there. So let's maybe do some more storage containers down here. Let's make this priority 6 so we can get more food production going. And actually, I have 3 millwood seeds now, so we can do another row of this at priority 6 to dig this out. So much cleaning up to do. If they can clean up all the stuff on the floor, that'll make a big difference in duplicate stress. They hate having all the stuff on the floor. Circuit overloaded. Oh. Well, that's not good. At least this large battery is doing good things for me. It's letting the pump run for a while. This is looking better. Okay. Getting balanced. They're gonna live. I swear, this colony is going to survive until, like, cycle 100. I know I need a better artist. I know. Monica, creativity 1. I could have sworn she had higher than that before, but the other ones are at 0, so I thought it was a 2, but I guess not. So Monica's going to paint some pretty terrible paintings, but that's okay. We can break them down later and redo them once her skill has gotten a little better. Don't make fun of her artwork. It's perfect. My kids draw like that. Speaking of artists, I meant to lurk 15 minutes ago to do the art thing. Too much to distract. Have a good hashtag overtime stream, Fox. Thanks, Durgan. I'm not going to stream much longer, I don't think. I feel like this challenge is going to have to carry over into probably another... why don't I just go like this? Copy settings, like that. There we go. We'll build another little planter box over here. I'd like that this oxalite has been lasting still, because we're hardly ever over here. Party 6. Like so. Food's in good shape at the moment. So much cleaning to do. There we go. Nice. Copy settings and paste. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I really should put a storage container out here for the mealwood seeds, too, if I get a little more space in here. I mean, not that they're picking them up right now. They're leaving them on the ground, so I guess that's fine. Doesn't really make a big deal, I suppose. Bathroom's out of order again? Only one of them, though. We still have a second one, so that's okay. Let's prioritize this to 6, the same as we did the other one, though, so they actually clean it. Clean the bathroom, my dude. We have good oxygen, but bad cleanup of CO2 right now. Which means I should probably get rid of this deodorizer for now. Suffer with the CO... well, this is making polluted oxygen, but not large amounts of it. Let's deconstruct the deodorizer for now, and we'll put in another algae terrarium to try to clean up the CO2. Sorry, one thing I noticed. Leave space for a ladder in the farm room. Yeah, I'm going to, actually. I need to leave space for a ladder and a pipe, because the transit pipe's going to have to use this little transit tube thingy, the transit tube access point, to go down here. Now, right now, I'm not really at a point where I need the gas or oil that's here, but eventually that will come into play. Let's build our storage out next. What's the use of the bottom right box? The bottom right box here, I don't know, so you can use the natural gas maybe for power systems or for creating plastics maybe. Actually, no, the oil's for plastics. What can we do with the natural gas? Basically, just natural gas generator is pretty much all we can use that for. So, I mean, theoretically, we could put the natural gas generator up somewhere where we need the power, although I don't know where that would be. Because you can't pass it from cube to cube, so I think probably in the central cube I'll just stick with manual power generation. But later on, I might want things like, okay, let's say I was going to send natural gas up to... I was going to say to produce power in the main area to produce polluted water that we can then use for the fertilizer maker, but then that's just going to make more natural gas on us, so I'm not really sure. I'll have to figure that out. Last mod's leaving. That's like Havoc. I don't think so. It's a fun little challenge. I'm actually really enjoying this. I can't believe how fast the time flew by. Food shortage! Where did all our food go? Did somebody binge eat? Or did it go bad? I wasn't paying attention. Did food spoil? Calorie generation, calories removed. No, maybe they just ate it all because we haven't been generating any calories. Not making any food right now. How close is this? Alright, so they're gonna harvest some more, so that's not bad. Let's set this up for lice loaf. And then maybe we'll set the consumables so they won't eat the meal lice right away, and then we'll make bars out of it. See what happens. If that'll work even. I love the way they zip around. I get a kick out of that. All right, so they got the meal lice, and they're making some lice loaf. Nice. Are you allowed to break out of the boxes? I've seen pictures of people that were playing this that did break out, but I don't think that's the intent. I think the point is to try to keep yourself constrained within what you have, and not break out of this area. So I'm treating it that way, and I'm going to say that we have to stay inside the boxes the whole time. I think it might actually simplify too much if you could just break out and make use of all this open space out here. Food shortage. I know, they're making lice loaf. That'll boost it up significantly. There are two ways to break out, but he wants to play without getting out of the cubes. That's right. You can get out by breaking out of the transit tube crossings, basically. But I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, thank you. Algae thing for the bathroom. Algae terrarium, we'll stick that right there. Go build that thing for me. This is building up nicely. I like that. And then I think I want to sweep everything up as a matter of priority, because that's a significant source of stress for them. If I can get rid of that, it should help a lot. Food shortage. Drat. That didn't last very long. All right, I guess we're gonna make mush bars. When I have that, let's do priority 7 on the mush bars, and then I'm gonna do priority 6 on sweeping, so I can clean up all this mess that they've got in here. And that will help. Get rid of all the materials on the floor, and their stress will improve dramatically. Except they're going to sleep tonight. Always with the sleeping. Even these pictures aren't doing a lot for the decor because of all the junk that's on the floor. That's hardcore. They're not liking this much. These poor little duplicants. They're having a really hard time with things. Show you the germ overlay. It's going to be ugly. Ooh, actually, it's not as bad as I thought it might be. So, unfortunately, this is germy, but it's a low concentration of germs, so it's not really that dangerous. The unfortunate thing is, things are a little more germy in here, and people are going by without using the sink a bit, because I only have one sink and two outhouses. That's not a good scenario. You really should have 2. I mean, theoretically, I could get rid of the compost pile, but then I need someplace to put the polluted dirt. Although, if I put a storage container down here underwater for polluted dirt, I could store it all away and never have to compost it. Yeah, at some point I am going to need a polluted water reservoir. I'm not in a huge rush for that. I wonder if I should do that so I can get rid of this compost. And then I could have 2 sinks. That would help control polluted oxygen too. Maybe I'll do that later. I'm gonna save. Put that on the back burner for now. They've gotten all the material swept off the floor except all these nasty bottles. There's a little bit of material around here still. How's our decor looking now? All right, decor is still not pretty, but it's better than it was. Let's see if we can make some more artwork to try and improve things a little bit. I can't really build in there. Starvation, food shortage. No. All right, let's go back to the consumables and we'll let them eat so they can at least eat it when it pops up. Not that there's any available for them to eat now. Oh, there is meal ice there. They just didn't have enough to make a bar. That's funny. Monica, you're gobbling up all the food. And she doesn't like it very much. Just scarfing all the good down. Okay, it's 12:15 Eastern time here for me now. I think I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. I am definitely going to come back and continue on with this challenge because I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'll probably play it maybe this weekend. We'll see. I might try and squeeze in another stream this weekend sometime, possibly on Saturday night, to play this challenge a little bit more because I want to continue with this. I'm actually really enjoying this, and I can't believe how quickly the time flew by on me, which shows that I'm totally into it. But thanks everyone for coming to check out the stream. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, just click on that subscribe button. And then I recommend hitting the little notification bell as well, so you'll get notified when I have a stream or I upload a new video. This has been a fun little scenario. We definitely crashed and burned the first time. I've already made a few mistakes the second time, but things are going significantly better than they were, and it's going to improve over time as we keep moving forward. I think I've kind of got the balance figured out for now, until we run into the next problem. But thanks again, everyone, for coming to the stream. Thank you to all of you who provided the super chats. Thank you again to the Red Dragon for the new sponsorship and for Moon's Eternity as well. I really appreciate that. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time. And before I forget, because I keep forgetting to do it every single time, my buddy Kazi is actually streaming on his channel right now. If you want to go check out what he's up to, he's doing, I think he's doing Osiris. I'm going to put his link to his channel in the chat, so if you haven't left already, feel free to go pop over and take a look at his chat. I'm sure you'd appreciate the little boost. Have a good night, everyone.